Why is change so hard? And what is an example where an organisation that you've led or been part of, whatever, has done change really well?
Change is just hard for humans generally. We like patterns. We think we're very sophisticated. We're just sophisticated animals in a way. There's patterns. We wake up, we need some brekkie. We want to feel meaningful, we want to feel loved, etc. But what we most want, and I think, is we actually want to feel in control. And so once we've got a sense of control, someone else coming along saying, "Oh, I'd like you to do this differently." That's disruptive. It disrupts your sense of control, because all of a sudden you've got to apply energy to probably not only doing that thing, but maybe doing a project or just doing some change that's different to what you've got used to. So it's inherently jarring to how we go through our day. But if we go through that appropriately, and if we can make sure that people understand the benefits, there's a variety of little graphs and memes and all sorts of things that go along with this. And typically, you change people will use those and bring them out to help people go across the divide of despair or whatever it is in change. And different people feel it different way. I mean, I love change, but I still react to it. But because I've been doing it and helping people for so long, I've probably got mechanisms for coping with it a bit differently. So again, I think different organisations, depending on how much change they've had or experienced or need to. Like if you've got a burning platform project, if people can see the fire, they're either going to jump and run the other way, or they're going to go and get some hoses and start hosing this thing down, and they'll contribute to making the change. In terms of an example, look, I'm working with a client at the moment, and it's a relatively small business in the scheme of things. They've been going for about 7-8 years, I think now. They're good at what they've been doing, but they got me involved because they wanted to do something a little bit more difficult and the like. And I can tell you, and mention this to Nigel on the way in, because I've been dealing with some of the things today. What I'm dealing with is the hurt of making change. The reactions I'm getting from some parties in the business are not rational relative to certain facts. Part of my job is to help them deal with that. Whilst it might be rational, it still hurts. So getting through it, and even what we've got through now, quite frankly, we're so close to the end of this project. Where they were a year ago and where they are now is chalk and cheese. It really is. It gives them a platform to do other projects of this scale, more professionally, safely, financially, beneficial, etc., reputationally, etc. But because of where they are in the cycle of this one particular project, it's a little bit like that. The time at which long-term prisoners are most likely to escape is in the final year of their long-term sentence.
Right.
You are so close to the end, it is just almost cripplingly hurting, and I want to escape. But if you can just hold on, and this is, if you like, part of almost the coaching element of what I do with people is to try and help them towards that rationality so that they can persevere and get to that end point, so you can breathe normally again, go, wow, actually, this isn't a bad place, is it? No. And you know what? Next time, you'll still feel pain, but you'll go to another plateau as well. And that's how businesses grow.